Hundreds of bodies. Thousands more. My God. Was this lady his girlfriend now? She did give him a look earlier. So what is happening? They're reopening the plaza. Oh, this ruins Cassian's plan. She doesn't seem to like this idea. Yeah, this is what this has been building up to, the end game. He knows it's a trap. Yeah. He knows the Empire has been playing them. This is what they want. Yeah. Listen to him. There's good reason to be scared. Nobody's listening to him. Yeah, it looks like they all hate him now. They know. Yeah, he still believes that. But you were using them as bait. No, it's not. He doesn't know. Cyril is torn. He doesn't understand what's going on, but he knows something's up. Yeah. Oh wow, he didn't log him in. You can trust this guy. Yeah. Oh wow. He said that phrase, rebellions are built on hope. Is that where Cassian gets it? There's Cyril. Oh, we came so close to seeing Cassian. This is not an insurrection. Oh, there's a bunch of KX droids. Will one of these become K2? He's so uncomfortable. That one keeps staring at him. Will that one be K2? Seems different from the others. Oh, here come the stormtroopers. Oh my God. Yeah, this is making me nervous. They might not see each other again. Oh, this must be their anthem. Oh, he spotted her. Oh, he's confronting her. He's figuring it all out, finally. She was not permitted to tell you. But maybe she wouldn't have anyway. Oh my god, he's got his hands around her neck. Oh, wow. I think this relationship is over. She's telling him. He made her tell him. The whole time. He's not okay with them doing this to the Gormans. It's not all about ambition for him anymore. I think he's really questioning the Empire now. Yeah, he's leaving. Are you going to go join the protest? Yeah, he's joining them. Oh, she's not letting him go. Oh, they're escalating the situation. Okay. This is gonna start to really escalate now. They've got snipers. Yeah. Oh, an Imperial soldier went down. Yeah, get out of there. Did they not know about the snipers? You think someone would have ordered them to retreat before the snipers started firing? Another Imperial. Oh, a stormtrooper went down. Seems like so far there's just as many Imperial deaths as Gorman deaths. Yeah, get out of there. I really don't want to see Ensa die. Oh, throwing bombs now. Oh, she's dead. She was the one who was in Cyril's office. He's letting them take cover in here. Oh, this guy. But he's still alive. Oh, she's going out there. She's worried about Cyril. Oh, Cassian, take the shot. Oh, we almost had her. Yeah, I knew they had more in store. Oh, the KX droids. That's what they're there for. I guess Cassian's gonna... One of these is gonna become K2. I mean, it's about time for him to show up. Play dead. Well, I don't know if the if that would work. Oh no. Oh shit, is she dead? Cyril's lucky he hasn't been shot. He's not even trying to take cover. Maybe at this point he doesn't care if he dies. His hair is usually combed neatly, but it's so unkempt now. Shows how distressed he is. Oh, he's throwing bombs. Take the shot. Oh. Oh, Cyril I think Cyril sees Cassian. Take the shot. Cyril's stopping him. Wow, all that rage. He's taking all his rage out on Cassian. Oh, I think Cyril sees Cassian. Take the shot. Cyril's stopping him. Wow, all that rage. He's taking all his rage out on Cassian. Get him. Yes. Come on. Cassian, kick his ass. Wow. This is like it's a bar fight. Oh, bomb. Whoa. Oh no, Cyril's got a blaster. Shit. He can't do it. He doesn't recognize him? Oh. Cyril's dead. Oh, he got him. Oh my god. This guy saved your life, Cassian. The guy that you didn't want to help before. Well, I don't know if Cyril would have done it. It looked like he was so torn. It looked like there was more of him that didn't want to do it than there was that did want to. Okay, I hope she's still alive. Yeah, yeah, they gotta go now. There's no time. Oh my god. Those droids are tossing people. Wow. Probably breaking their necks or backs or... Yikes. You can't say... Whoa. That took that droid down. Oh, was this guy... He came through. Yeah, I think that droid is done for. Yeah. He's already had to leave someone behind on Mina Rao. mean, at least he knows that that person is safe there. I mean, if he leaves Drina here, she's likely not to be safe here. What is he seeing, that maybe that droid can be put back together? That is going to be K2. It's going to put him back together and reprogram him. I'm glad these two survived. They look like they're badly hurt, though. Or maybe just really distressed. Hundreds of bodies. Thousands more. My God. Cassian just witnessed something absolutely horrific. He's absolutely shaken and very distressed by it. So is this guy. He tried to warn them. Oh, it's Drina who's speaking. Who's broadcasting this. I don't think anyone's coming to help. I'm glad he came for her. I'm glad they found each other. Yeah, spread the resistance. Boy, Cassian is really disturbed by this horrific event he just saw. Now, does she know that Cyril's dead? I think she really loved him in a weird way. They really did love each other. She's breaking. Wow, look at how she can't control that hand. She's shaking so much. I think this was all too much even for her. Her imperial career might be over. Does she know her son's dead? They're blaming outside rebel assistance. Really? Imperial martyrs? Really? This media is owned by the Empire. Wow. What's a... Oh, there goes Cece. What's a heartbreaking and tragic episode of television. It was brutal. Those poor Gormans. It was a murder, like Drina said, a mass murder, a slaughter. Hundreds in the plaza, thousands more in the streets. And wow. So long, Cyril. He's dead. And wow. What's a tragic character? I mean, there's plenty about Cyril not to like, but there's also plenty of him that can be understood. He was raised to seek approval, and he just never questioned the leadership around him, and it was just always eager to please, relishing approval. Um, and at the end, he realized that he had been played. You know, the Gormans were played, and so was Cyril. He realized too late that he was just a tool of the Empire, a tool of evil, and his partner was just using him. I mean, not to say that she didn't love him, because I believe that she did. I believe that they really did love each other, which makes it even more heartbreaking for how it ended for them. Um, you know, I don't really have any sympathy for Dedra, though. But watching her there at the end, just losing her composure and being so shaken. And I don't know if it was just because of Cyril. Um, Cyril confronting her and demanding the truth from her, and then putting his hands around her throat, and then walking away from her. And I'm assuming that she knows he's dead. I'm not quite sure. Um, you know, at the end of the episode, she might, maybe she didn't yet know. Um, but yeah, but maybe it was just because of that. Maybe it's also because maybe she does have a bit of a conscience, and maybe seeing this massacre actually happen in front of her, it's just it was too much for her. Um, you know, it seemed like earlier in the episode when Partagas told her that they were moving ahead with the plan. It seemed like she wasn't quite ready. Like maybe she wanted to, oh, excuse me, maybe she wanted to delay it more. Oh my God. Um, maybe because she had maybe because a part of her had been hoping that it wouldn't ever really happen, or maybe she just wasn't ready for Cyril to find out the truth. Um, maybe maybe she had planned to be off of Gorman by then, but for some reason she was still there. Both she and Cyril was still there. Um, she was telling him that they would be leaving very soon. Uh, it's just I got so many thoughts going through my head. I'm gonna struggle to express everything I'm thinking. And maybe she there was a part of her that didn't want it to really happen, or she didn't want to be there when it happened, because it was memories of Ferrex still haunt her, and she didn't want it to end up in another similar situation. But then, despite everything that happened between her and Cyril, she tried to keep him from running out of the building and joining the protesters. Um, you know, but that's exactly what he did, and she wasn't able to stop him. And Cyril was just wandering around, so lost and confused and shocked and numb. Um, and it was like I said, it seemed like he just didn't care if he died right there. Um, but then he saw Cassian, um, this man he'd been hunting for so long, pursuing, and he just lost it. He all this rage that had been building up inside him, which I think on some level he knew that it should be directed towards the Imperials who used him and put him in this situation, but he couldn't take it out on them, so he took it out on Cassian. And Cyril put up a good fight, and better he was better than I expected. And then he actually got into a position where he could have killed Cassian. But then Cassian said, "Who are you?" And I don't know, but before I was thinking that when they saw each other, I was thinking that they would recognize each other. But then I remembered, um, it's been too long since I've watched the first season. I remember that Cassian never actually saw Cyril, never actually knew who he was. Um, both Cyril, both Cyril and Dedra had been pursuing Cassian. Um, they knew his name and his face, but he didn't know theirs. Um, maybe I'm not sure, but maybe he did see Dedra a little bit on Ferrix. Um, if he did, I'm not sure that he knew who she was, um, or exactly why she was there. I don't think he knew that she was there specifically for him to find him. And so, and when Cassian asked Cyril, "Who are you?" It just the realization hit Cyril like a punch in the face, like this man who's consumed consumed his life and his thoughts to a large degree over the past 2-3 years. Um, didn't even know who he was, and I think that the question also made Cyril realize that it was a question he should be asking himself: Who am I? Who have I become? And he started to lower the weapon, and who knows what he would have done if he hadn't been shot and killed in that moment. Uh, Maybe he would have turned, and actually joined the rebellion, or if not, at least turned away from the Empire. Um, and maybe have just gone home to his mom and just curled up on his bed and cried in his cereal for a while. I don't know. Um, but yeah, the guy Caro Rylands showed up and shot Cyril in the head. Um, the guy definitely regretted ever trusting Cyril, and I don't know why the Caro and the other people in the Gorman front ever thought they could actually get any. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Ever thought they could actually get any useful information from Cyril? Because he was just a low level bureaucrat. But maybe that's the only Imperial that that they could get to, that they could get on their side, or so it seemed to them at the time. Um, and he did end up giving us some information. But if they had been more experienced, they would have been suspicious of that. They would have thought, well, how did he get this information? This is too easy. This seems like a setup. It seems like we're being played. And at the end, or near the end, too late, Carol realized that they had been played. They had just been tools of the Empire. That the whole thing was leading up to this trap at the end, when they were led to the slaughter. And they could see this mining equipment, and the Imperials weren't even bothering to pretend anymore that wasn't what they were bringing in. But Cyril, still up till near the end, he was still believing that it was just rumors. He was still holding on. He was desperately holding on to the belief that Dedra what Dedra told him was true, that it was all about outside agitators. And so that realization at the end also hit him like a punch in the face. Yeah, I just don't know why they thought he would know anything about the mining equipment, or what it was there for, what the Imperials wanted the Gorman planet for. He just wasn't privy to any of that information. He was used and played by the Empire like they were. But Caro ended up killing Cyril, because he saw that he had a weapon aimed right at Cassian, and Caro knew. I think he realized at the end that Cassian was right all along. I mean, Cassian, he didn't know the whole story, but he knew that the inexperienced and overeager and impatient Gorman resistance, if they tried anything, it could result in disaster. I don't think he could have predicted this level of disaster. And of course he didn't know, and Luthen also didn't know that this is what the Imperials wanted all along. And but Cassian knew that if they would just be inviting an Imperial retaliation, and they could go up in flames, and I think Caro was regretting not listening to Cassian in the first place. If only he and the other Gormans had known that they were just playing into the Imperials' hands. But and I don't know if Caro noticed there that Cyril was already starting to lower the weapon. If he did that, he went ahead and shot him anyway. Yeah, because Cyril really broke their trust. I mean, they never should have trusted him in the first place. But he was Cyril was using them for his own ends, his own ambitions, doing what the Imperials and the ISB in particular told him they wanted from him, which was to bait outside agitators. I mean, up till the nearly the very end, he was still firmly holding on to that belief that that's what it was. Uh, but it turns out he was one of the outside agitators he was looking for. He and the other Imperials. Yeah, they betrayed him. His partner betrayed him. He was just a broken man at the end. And I was surprised to see that Will had apparently left Saw's group some time ago, and Luthen sent him to Gorman. Luthen was still trying to find out just what the Empire's objective there was. I mean, I don't think that Lonnie was ever able to get him the intel he was looking for. I don't know how he would have. But yeah, Will became involved with the Gorman resistance. Got another girlfriend on another planet, and just learned gathered quite a bit of intelligence, and he took this assignment to Cassian to assassinate Dedra, and Cassian he didn't seem to recognize her or acknowledge that he had seen her before. Like I said, I'm not sure if he ever did. And of course, he was resistant to go back to Gorman because he didn't want to get involved before. And Biggs there. I mean, she obviously. I mean, I'm pretty sure she would remember Dedra, the one who got Dr. Gorse to torture her, but she didn't say anything, and that was a little strange. And Bix, by the way, she seems a lot better. Maybe killing Dr. Gorse went a long way towards that. She doesn't seem to be reliant on drugs anymore. Maybe part of it is getting away from Coruscant and being in a better environment. Or maybe she got some help from that Force healer. But anyway, Cassian was convinced. He accepted the assignment to go back to Gorman, and I think the Force healer had something to do with that. She told them that he there was somewhere he needed to be, and whether or not Gorman was what she meant is up for debate. But Cassian seemed to take it that way. Yeah, so he was there, and he had a couple opportunities to take the shot at Dedra, or so it seemed. And I don't know if he hesitated because of the chaos. Maybe he thought maybe he didn't want to further escalate the chaos. Maybe he could see that even if he took the shot, he wouldn't be able to get away quickly enough. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But there at when he was he had the blaster aimed, and Cyril stopped him. I mean, and I wasn't quite sure if Cyril knew what Cassian was doing, if he saw that he was aiming at Dedra, and if part of the reason why he attacked Cassian was to stop him from doing that. Despite everything, I think he still loved her. Um, he wanted to save her life, but also he wanted to he had so much rage to take out, and not just because of the his years long hunt for Cassian. And I think part of that rage is because his his hunt for Cassian, this whole thing with the Cyril in the show started with him investigating Cassian, and it's what led him down the path he went on. Is what led him to Dedra and falling in love with her, and getting involved in her scheme, and the Imperial scheme for Gorman. It's what started him down this whole path, and so that I think that was part of his rage toward Cassian. But yeah, Cassian was sent there by Luthen to kill Dedra, and he didn't accomplish his mission. But maybe see, I don't know why Luthen thought killing Dedra would make a difference at that point. The Imperials' plan would move forward regardless. I mean, if she was killed, well, for one thing, it might have sparked even more chaos. It would have put Cassian in a more dangerous situation. And and Luthen, I mean, like he said, you know, for Gorman to go up in flames, is what he wanted. Like the that's what the Imperials wanted too. But Luthen had different reasons, of course. Yeah, but he was willing to sacrifice the Gormans for the greater good, to make them martyrs for the rebellion. And he had to have known how dangerous the situation on Gorman could have become, and he sent Cassian and Will in there, put their lives at great risk. But you know, it was worth it to him. But if Dedra had been killed, you know, another Imperial would have just stepped in to take her place. So yeah, it was really if Cassian had ended up being killed there, it would have been a waste. But I think it's better. I think it was a good choice for Dedra not to die right there. Because I think in one way or another she's gonna end up taking herself out. Maybe not dying, but maybe the trauma she experienced is going to make her pretty much useless for the Empire. You know, maybe she'll be able to, no, maybe she'll be able to mask it and still have some sort of Imperial career, if not in the ISB, then somewhere, or maybe her Imperial career is just over. But I think it's ultimately a good thing that Cassian was there. Because for one thing, that's a hotel clerk told him that that phrase that fans of all fans of Rogue One know, rebellions are built on hope, and I think Cassian needed to hear that, um, so that he could pass it on. The Force healer called him a messenger, and that's a that's part of what's is going to make him a messenger. Um, and he got K2. We finally saw the beginnings of K2. So K is going to be an important part of his life, and his ultimate mission. Um, he had to leave a B2 behind on Mina Rao, and poor B, he was there waiting so long for Cassian to return, and then when Cassian finally did return, B didn't even get to see him and say goodbye. Um, but anyway, and that the whole Gorman thing affected so deeply affected Cassian that I think he's going to have a stronger than ever commitment to the rebellion. Um, I think now he'll commit to staying on Yavin 4. Um, and I think maybe that was what the Force healer meant. Maybe it wasn't Gorman. Maybe Yavin 4 is the place he needs to be. There with Bix, who's there at least for the time being. Um, and Vels said earlier in the episode that the generals want to promote him. Um, so I think he's gonna commit to being there now and get that promotion. He's gonna be Captain Andor, Rebel Intelligence, and that's where he needs to be to team up with Jyn Erso and get the Death Star plans and transmit them to different hands. That's as part of what makes him a messenger. But wow, that brutal massacre. The poor Gormans. So many of them brutally murdered. It was a genocide. And their planet taken from them. Poor Enza just picked up and tossed by one of those KX droids. The fall probably broke her neck or maybe her skull. I should have known that she would die, because this we all knew this show would be heartbreaking, and this part in particular would be devastating, and and showing something like this, I know that the directors and writers wanted to make it really brutal, to really show the brutality and evil of the Empire and make this really hurt. Uh, and to really give us a gut punch, a blow to our hearts. And so and since Enza was one of the more likable Gorman characters, that should have told me that she was gonna die. And her poor father and the other Gorman survivors. I don't know how many of them there are. Um, they're 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 still there. I mean, I hope at least some of them can get out and survive and start new lives somewhere else. I don't know. Imperial the Imperials are still there. More of them will probably die. I mean, we probably won't see it because I don't think this any of the um, any of the subsequent episodes are gonna take us back to Gorman. It's a Will and Drina stayed there to broadcast what happened, and but I don't know. I think they should have taken an opportunity to just get out because they can broadcast from anywhere and spread this message from somewhere else. But they were eager to get it started, and I hope they end up being okay. Um, I hope they were able to get out sooner or later. Um, like I said, we probably won't learn the fate of the other survivors. But yeah, Will is one of the main characters, so I don't think his fate is going to be left unknown. Um, so I'm sure we'll find out what happens to them, and Will took on a great risk to go back for Drina. So it'd be a real shame if he ends up not being able to stay with her, if the two aren't able to stay together. Yeah, so I hope to see them again and find out they're okay. Well, I had a lot to say about this episode. There's a lot to unpack. Um, yeah, so I'm eagerly anticipating what's in store for episode 9. Looking forward to seeing Mon's speech. And I'm wondering what the response around the galaxy will be to the Gorman massacre. Will Drina and Will's broadcasts have any significant effect? Will it draw more people to the rebellion, turn more people against the Empire? Maybe we'll see more senators start to turn away from the Empire. Maybe some of the senators that we saw in Rogue One. Uh, I don't know. I I don't want to speculate too much, so let's just get into episode 9.